Welcome back to episode 29 of Goats of Saltmarsh. Dave, would you continue with the recap?
Okay, I'm gonna try something here.
All right. Sounds. Oh,
Oh no. We've given him too much power.
All right, previously on Dutchman's and Dragons, we started last episode with the. Where were we? We were at the tavern. We had a drinking contest, trying to redeem ourselves after the first one. Didn't go a lot better than the first time. Then we hatched a plan to try to catch Anders' butler in a trap to kind of address the suspicion we had about him being in the cult. But when we went over to the house, Anders had been tied up in his cellar by the butler. So we snuck around, tried every single door, finally got in through the cellar, found Anders almost about dead in the cellar, kind of on this platform in this cultist chamber. We finally figured out how to chase the butler, but he'd already gotten away and killed another one of the household staff. So we headed to the Sea Ghost and gave chase after we found a book that told us where we thought he might be going. But on the way, we got attacked by pirates and had a sea battle, which we won, and we stole. I guess we kind of became pirates, but we're the pirates that pirated pirates, so it's not technically super bad. But
Pirateception?
yeah, I think we got like 1,200 gold worth of silk or something, and one fine hat, which now hangs in the captain's chambers of the Sea Ghost. The beginning of a illustrious collection, hopefully. But now we are here. We have made it to. My notes are incomplete. What is the name of this place we went to?
The Styes.
The Sky. Yeah, and we're here.
We went
Perfect.
and we got here and here we are.
Excellent. Oh,
Got to find a way to fade that out. That
Feels
song.
bad.
I love Weezer. I'm not afraid to admit that. And I found a song by Weezer about playing D&D
That
in your
was good.
garage. I'm like, well, that's perfect.
Nice.
Should we find this? There we go. All right. Well, welcome. This has been a long time in the making. So, as you make your way, as the ship transfers towards the city, you see it looks to be a rather squalid port town. And as you get closer, you notice that the buildings are, you'll notice that the decaying remains of what could possibly once be a once notable port district. However, under bent gables, the carcasses of its houses lean against each other, languid, broken, and waiting the peace of collapse. Door frames sag, dislocated from sod walls heavy with mildew, while splintering timbers support rotting boardwalks like broken limbs, disappearing into the thick, rancid water of the harbor below. In numerous places, sections of the boardwalks have fallen away completely, leaving broad holes that expose polluted water. And as you notice, this basically islands of floating garbage just float around as you enter in to this rancid place. It is instantly noticeable that it is hazy and almost a little bit smoky as you come, and the smell greets you first as you arrive. You stop at, or you dock your boat at the harbor. And
If I remember right, you said we were kind of down here
correct.
somewhere.
Right,
Is that right?
right here, this dark building here
Okay.
is or is where the harbor master is. So somewhere along here is where you'll dock the boat.
Okay. And does this feel like kind of a ghost town, or are there people around?
Let me see here. Yeah, definitely in this area here. You see people walking about, especially around the dock area. You see, a hustle and a bustle from different, ships that have docked, and people loading and unloading, stuff like that.
Well, this looks like a nice place.
This is a miserable port city. Do anyone catch a glimpse of, we see Wave Chaser's boat? I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do we see it?
Roll
Look around. Perception
roll a
or investigate?
do perception.
8.
Doesn't look like you see anything here. You kind of notice it looks like fishing boats, and some maybe shipping boats, but they all kind of, the quality, they just seem a little bit dirty, or just maybe some of them had holes that are patched up kind of roughly. They don't look like your boat kind of stands out just a little bit, maybe in comparison, and the boat that he had, you're pretty sure would stand out if you would have seen it.
Well, there's a lot of docks apparently. I mean, coming in, we saw slips everywhere, so we might have to explore the city a little bit. Is it fair to call this a city, Matt, or is it not that big?
Yes. There are, probably about 1,000 or more people that live here.
Okay.
So
it's not as big as Saltmarsh then.
let me see, what did Saltmarsh?
Isn't Saltmarsh like 4,000?
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's 4,000, but you said it's not as big as Saltmarsh.
Oh, did you say this place was 1,000?
Sorry, 10,000.
Oh,
10,000.
excuse me.
Ah,
I think
Sorry,
Saltmarsh is supposed to be 4.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say
this
Saltmarsh
is over
like,
double the size of Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay,
It's
so
actually
this is
maybe
pretty big.
It's like maybe like a little under 12.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're all kind of from this part of the world. Is this like the major city in this region, or?
You would have heard of the styes and stuff like this. So, it's a place that you longer ago, you heard that at one point it used to be a marvelous port district, and some even call it the let me see here, the Island of Pleasure, but it has since long ago become the complete opposite of that. Used to be a destination for rich and decadent folk up and down the coast. But war, corruption, famine, disaster, or natural disaster basically just hit this place hard, and it never fully caught back up with it.
Didn't recover from it.
Didn't recover, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, we can dock here. I guess Moist can handle the handle the harbor master and pay for fees or whatever if we need to.
Yeah. Yep. He can take care of that.
Let's go see if we can find this butler.
All right.
I think, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
There's also that what was that MD guy?
Right.
You
Yeah,
might be trying to meet him here, maybe.
I did find my notes.
yeah.
It was
Medical doctor.
A medical doctor. So maybe look
Anders
for.
thought he might have known who it was, but he only had a first name that he was guessing at. Yeah. I did find my notes though. Scarin, Wave Chaser, possibly a member of the Scarlet Brotherhood. Visit MD in the Styes, MD unfaithful, Styes compromised, is what he had written in his
Oh,
notebook.
visit MD in the skies. Yeah, skies. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe we check all the ports and see if we can find his ship. Although that might be pretty daunting in a city this big.
Did you said that if we saw his ship, we would know it's his, or?
You'd probably have a better idea of as in seeing as far as when you look at the ships, you could see oh, that one probably looks a little bit nicer. Probably a good chance it was his, or it probably stands out just a little bit more.
I mean, I'm guessing it's Anders' ship, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Or some sort of one of Anders.
You must have a crew, right? If you
they don't have ships.
Go here. So he might.
Well, it was just a fishing boat, so
Sorry?
maybe he could have piloted it himself.
Does it look like a boat that he could just pilot by himself, like the sails and everything?
Could have been, yeah. It could have been more of one of those, more of a smaller type of sailboats.
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. How far did we travel? Did we sail through the ocean, or did we sail up the coast, just a couple hundred yards offshore, or
kind of a little as far as you would have. So kind of the way that Greyhawk is kind of set up is the area where you're at now, which is actually it's kind of weird, but so Saltmarsh is actually like a southern, the coast is on the south, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's always kind of confusing, but so basically it kind of curves basically like a big really like a large gulf kind of, and Saltmarsh is more towards the northwestish part of it,
on the southern shore of the continent.
Exactly, yeah, and it's a big gulf that kind of comes around it, and so this would be kind of further down on the right side, but a considerable way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say, probably about a day's journey, and I would say that, or yeah, actually.
Okay.
I would say, okay, here we go. You would have left yesterday. You would have left, probably in the morning, and I'd say it's probably the next day that you arrive here, and so it's about mid-morning, that you arrive here.
Okay. Well, here are my ideas. I feel like we can either walk around to every harbor in town here and try to find his ship, or maybe we just try to find the Scarlet Brotherhood.
How do we know where to find the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Well, we might be able to find a seedy tavern where maybe we can get someone to share some information with us.
I like this plan.
I am a rogue, and I have a proficiency in a language called Thieves' Cant, which
Ah.
I don't know if maybe I can find some markings on a tavern door, or maybe I can just try to get us some underworld contacts that could point us in the right direction. But that's my other idea, I guess. If we don't want to look for the ship, maybe we go to a tavern and try to find the Brotherhood.
This is not a terrible idea.
Sounds good.
Well,
Maybe find out some information about the town. See
Yeah, I
if
mean,
there's
that
people we
might be
should
nice just to do anyway, right?
aware of.
Yeah.
People we should avoid. I've never been here before.
Yeah, I assume none of us have.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I... Right, I'm missing some hit points.
So
I don't know about Core. Core, are you from Saltmarsh like Shen and I are?
Not originally from Saltmarsh, but
Yeah. Have you ever been here?
no, I've never been here.
So you guys can all replenish your
We
health.
best stick together then.
I might, let's say after the pirate battle, there wasn't like a long rest in there, was there? No, it was just like
I'm sure there would have been. Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay.
Well, we didn't lose hit points in the battle, right? Our ship might have, but
I was missing some.
I lost a couple.
You guys did go on and fight.
Oh, true.
If you recall.
Oh yeah,
So,
we did board. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's true. Before we get off the ship, anyway, we should leave the crew with orders to make repairs and get us back up to full strength.
But yes, very nice. Yeah, so here you are in the lovely town of Saltmarsh, and you
Also
notice,
known as the Styes.
Oh, shoot, completely didn't say that right. Yes, the Styes. Oops. Oh no, no.
Don't worry, Dave will cut that out.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
It's actually a huge spoiler. This is all Saltmarsh. We know.
Yeah, this is just the other side.
Like the other side of town.
You're making your way through the skies.
We actually sailed all the way around the world.
And you noticed, come across some of the, at the port you kind of see semi-normalish people, that look familiar, as far as aren't too unfamiliar. But when you kind of walk around and you see some other people, they kind of seem like pale and clammy and even to a certain degree, it almost looks like their veins are just like almost like a dark black somehow. Like, I don't know if it's just like the dirt somehow or the diet, but and then some of them, they look at you, they smile and point to their forehead almost knowingly.
Their forehead?
Like the meme? Like that guy that taps his forehead?
Oh, no, that's his temple. No, like directly in the center of their forehead.
No, they're pointing at their forehead.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to us?
Not that you would know.
We've never seen people do that before. This is maybe weird too, Matt, but am I supposed to be able to see inside the buildings?
Oh, if you do, that's completely fine.
Okay, cool. Because I see the dynamic lighting, but for some reason I can see inside the buildings too, like dimly.
Yeah, I can actually see. That is kind of odd.
I cannot.
I made this map in Dungeon Draft, so and I was
nice.
I wanted to try to make something
job, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I was like, do I add like I want to see. I know you can get like mods and like more additional stuff to add to it, which I saw, but I wasn't sure of what all you could, because I was like, should get ruse and stuff like that to put on. But
yeah, it feels sort of like that explorer mode when I can see a room that I've been in before but I've left.
Interesting. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but
like Fog of War
over here.
Yeah, I can't see in, so maybe there's a difference.
I
know my
maybe
sight is a little
did
bit
my
shorter,
token get into a building somehow?
It might have actually. That's a
Maybe.
good point. Good.
I don't know.
But in any case, yeah. as you make your way, actually, 1 second here before we get any further. Let me just double check something. Yes. All right. As you kind of make your way. No, here we'll get to that later. Anyways, all right. So as you make your way along the side here of the port, you notice looks like a group of come on. Where is this? Apologies.
I catch myself looking at them and staring for just a little bit too long.
Here you go. Sorry about that. I couldn't find my notes for it. All
like
right.
an Amish kid in the TV aisle at Walmart.
Right. More on that later. No. As you walk through here, you see what looks like a group of children pestering an old man. And he looks rather feebly. He's brandishing a holy symbol of good at them, but the children just simply keep taunting them, and some of them picking up stones and tossing him, accusing him of, it's like, friend of murderer.
It's definitely where I wish I was a wizard.
Yeah.
What would Zoojack do?
First, it would probably just be a cantrip, but then it would probably escalate
Banishment.
into some. Right. Shoot, I don't really. Maybe I'll need to take like a point in wizard next go round. I guess Shen will probably just he'll probably just walk up and like as one of the kids is like going to throw a rock, I just want to go up and like trip the person, trip the kid.
Hey, and they kind of like look at you and like look at the others, and they like, yeah, and they
kind of have like the rock actually like come down and fall on the kid's like stomach or something, you know, like.
And this like, these people kind of, and he's like,
And like, why don't you pick on someone, you know, that's I guess not their own size, because
they're children.
Why don't you pick on someone else?
Gee, mister, you're no fun. They all along.
Were you saying that those kids, like, their skin was like dark blood through like pale?
Yeah.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't look like undead or anything, though, did they?
No.
But not necessarily just them, right? Like just people in general here, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like this old guy does too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You all right there, sir?
Yes. Thank you so much. My name's Master Refram. How can I ever thank you for that?
Oh, no need to thank us. What we could use, though, is some good directions to a tavern. You know, one with some good ale.
Tavern, yes. Wow. He kind of takes a moment and kind of looks at you three, and perhaps this is a bit straightforward, but I can tell you're not from around here, obviously, by the fact that you also ask for directions for the tavern, but I see that you probably have not been to Saltmarsh or to the Styes before. Are you adventurers.
Well, we've been called that before, yes.
Wonder if I might ask of you, or if I might hire you for a bit of help.
Well, we were kind of here to do something, but it won't take long, will it?
Oh, no, not at all. And perhaps it might be able to. I might be able to assist you in what you're here to do.
Maybe. I kind of look over back at Gus and Core. I don't know if they were listening in on the conversation. Maybe they give me a nod or something.
Yeah, I was, but if you'll look at us, then I want to speak in Thieves' Cant, which to me, this is the way I picture Thieves' Cant. Matt, maybe you could tell me if you have a totally different take on it, but to me, Thieves' Cant is kind of like slang that is something that just like sounds peculiar to people who don't understand it, but makes sense to people that do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
kind of like Cockney rhyming slang.
yeah, I was literally thinking of Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah, nice.
So I want to do that in whatever version of language people speak here, and I want to ask him, you know, I think I would say something about how we can probably help each other. We're looking for the Dark Brotherhood, and I just want to see if he responds to that in Thieves' Cant, or if he just understands that like we'll help him if he helps us.
He kind of looks at you a little bit, just a little confused. Perhaps, perhaps you misunderstood me. Where is it that you said you're from again?
Little town, about a day from here. You probably have never heard of it.
Yes. Please, I have excellent ale actually at my place. I would love if you would join me. I'm not sure if you heard the taunts from those children, but I had a friend that was recently executed for murders he did not commit.
Did you give us a description of this guy?
Yes, well, he was wasn't too old. Probably about.
Oh no, sorry, I was asking you.
Are you asking Matt?
Oh.
Can I get a description
Nice.
of this guy here?
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry. Nice. I was like, what?
That's funny.
Okay, yeah, he is. He is a slight bent figure, wearing simple gray clothing. He waves his arms when carried away with enthusiasm, which he did a little bit, but he seems to be kind of, he has you notice like a necklace of a holy symbol of good hanging.
Okay, I guess I'll maybe do a insight check on this guy. Nice. I know everything. Nice.
All right. What are you trying to?
Just to try to like see if he is earnest about what he's saying, and like if he's not, basically. I mean, I guess essentially that he's not lying.
Yeah. No. You would definitely say that. Yeah. He's saying the truth.
So, what makes you so sure that you're? Well, first off, sorry about your friend, but what makes you so sure that he was, I guess, accused wrongly?
Well, I'd rather not talk here if it's all the same with you. There's everywhere. Please follow me back to my place. It's just across the way. If you care, will you follow him?
Yeah, I guess so. As long as Core and Gus. You know, I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think seems like a fairly okay guy. And if he was getting seems like an elaborate scheme to get pestered by kids. Unless that was his plan all along. Yeah, no, I think Shen would have kind of thought it through a bit, and he would feel pretty comfortable with going after this guy.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, you make your way. You make your way here through the town, or through the city, and as you kind of make your way through, you just get a start kind of just getting itchy, and your face just kind of gets almost kind of itchy, and especially around your eyes, it just seems to like just like they're like super tired, or they're just like super itchy. And it's possible even that your face even seems like it's just like a little bit red, almost. You've noticed it on some other people, kind of, that some of them had some redder faces, and even yourself kind of start to feel it a little bit. Need you all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that thing that we're so good at after last time.
25.
In the bar.
Wow.
Ooh, there you go. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
19.
Just wait a minute. Let's see what does luck do. Saving throw. I'm going to roll luck. Try to roll a better one, because 14, nice. So that would be a total of 16 now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, you kind of like, as you walk through, you kind of like maybe wipe your face a little bit more. I don't know. Your face just kind of maybe manages to kind of like, how do you say, clear up. Kind of feels like you might have been able to. Maybe you think maybe you shouldn't go around touching everything that you see, and you seem to be fine after that. So okay, as you make your way here through the ramshackle buildings, Master Rephraim brings you over to front of his house. Please.
Which
Here
way
we
did
are.
you go? Through this door?
Up to the left. Yep, up to the left. There we go. Excellent. Please make yourselves at home.
Wait, that's a
and as
bookshelf,
you-
not a chair. I go sit on the
As you-
bookshelf.
As you look around in his small little apartment building, you see that his abode is cluttered and filled with half-finished clockwork inventions, and the air is almost thick with the smell of grease. You see a nice fireplace, or nice fire that he just starts a fire in the fireplace there as you come in. You see hundreds of books lining every available inch of shelf space, and even a tiny bed that is likewise covered with books. As he brings you inside and you make yourself, he pours you all a glass of a dark amber beverage. Here, please drink. And he pours himself a glass as well.
Can I do an insight check before I drink what he gives me?
Mhm.
22.
Nice. Yeah, looks like it's strong enough that if it was anything bad, it would be okay now. But yeah. So he takes a small sip himself and sits down and yeah, some sort of chair that exists somewhere. I have few people that I can trust in the district. Seeing you and seeing what you did really made me think that I might have found someone that I could trust. See, I recently had a friend, dear friend, name of Jarmy Lovage. He was executed 2 days ago, and not but yesterday. The memory pains me to think about. The reason for his execution, he was about 6 months ago. We've had several killings, shall we say. They've been referred to by the locals as the Lantern Ghost killings. A floating lantern was seen around in the night, and the next morning, mutilated body discovered. He, several days ago, he was discovered bent over the body of a victim, with a dagger clutched in his blood-stained hands. I can't dispute that evidence, but Jarmy, he went to the gallows professing that he had no memory of the slayings. I knew Jarmy. He couldn't have done that. And at this point, the door, someone knocks at the door. One moment. He goes over and opens it, and a young woman walks inside. Mr. Refram, who are these people? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Oh, no, it's quite all right, Eleanor. I was actually hoping to enlist... I'm actually glad you're here. I was hoping to enlist the aid of these fine young men in clearing your dear brother's name. Oh, would you? Oh, that would be excellent. You see, I know Jarmy. He never would have done something like that. It wasn't in him. Please, you have to help us.
Well, kind of sigh. Just calm down.
There's something odd all around this business. He never had a trial. When I tried to meet him at his cell, he was being kept at the Hope Nair Asylum. When I asked to visit him, to speak with him, but I was denied access. I just there's something not right. The militia, they were extremely inept in their efforts to track down the killer. After his execution, I offered to cast Speak with the Dead to learn the truth. I was denied. They said that the case was closed, and said that if I didn't leave the matter alone, that they would incarcerate me at the asylum.
He was taken to the asylum?
Or yeah. Mm-hmm.
This ability to speak with the dead, is it something that you can still do, given it a chance?
Oh yes. If the problem is his body was cremated, and I'm afraid that that's no longer.
So it's not an option anymore.
But here's
What
here's
about
what-
the body of the person that was murdered?
Well, that's what I guess
Oh,
I
got it. Sorry.
meant.
Yeah.
Is that
got
not
it.
what you meant?
Got it. No,
Her
sorry.
brother was
Yes.
cremated, right?
Yeah. Actually, both
Right.
bodies were.
Both
Okay.
bodies cremated.
Info, yeah.
Is this common? Do they normally burn the bodies?
Most times, yes, but not so quickly. Here's perhaps the piece of the puzzle that doesn't quite fit. He need to exonerate Jeremy from the belief that he was the Lantern Ghost because the Lantern Ghost is still killing. Rumors have already spread through the skies. It was a young man, a fisher, name of Rafe, I believe. He turned up dead this morning.
Wait, what? Oh, never mind.
So this is like a serial
He,
killer?
it would
I-
seem
I-
so.
I'm sorry. I had a player in my other game whose name was Wraith.
Nice.
Oh, he's
that's-
dead.
I thought that
That-
you were making one of our former characters a serial killer now.
That would have been good.
That would have been funny, but
Yeah, no. But
I was
anyways,
like, that's what you get for not playing with us anymore, Marcus. We turn your character into a serial killer in the next campaign.
that's great.
So
But yeah, no,
why do they call him the Ghost Lantern?
The Lantern Ghost killing.
The Lantern Ghost.
Killer. Whoops.
So Jeremy was executed yesterday, but there are still killings happening
Yes,
Like-
there was a killing
like
happening this
today.
morning.
Then, this
Mhm.
morning.
Um,
Well, it's morning here, isn't it? So we have all day
mhm.
to maybe come up with a plan if the killings happen at night.
The issue with this one here that makes it so much more fishy is the authorities have already shipped the body to the mortuary for cremation. I feel that this is sinister conspiracy. It has connection to these Lantern Ghost killings. I suspect that agents of this conspiracy used enchantments of some sort to control Jarmy, forcing him to commit one or more of the murders. Jarmy was caught. They must have used their influence to have him executed quickly. Now I'm afraid that they're not only free to continue their work, but that they know that I'm onto them. Kind of rubs his hands. I know that there are people watching me.
Oh wait, this is him talking, not her.
Yeah, sorry, this is him talking. Yeah, he's been sorry. My accent's probably
Okay.
bad. But yeah, no, this has been him talking for most of the time.
Okay.
A notoriety as a thorn in the side of the council means that many people are afraid to talk to me. As such, I hope that you will be able to gain access to information and witnesses that I can't.
You said you're a thorn in the council?
Correct.
How big is the council here?
It's 4 council members.
And they're not good members, good leaders?
Take a look around the skies, and
Hmm.
perhaps you'll come to the conclusion that
You make a
That's
good point.
best.
This is fair.
Fair enough.
There are some honorable, but some that are forced to do what needs to be done. If you do go
Okay.
about this, I strongly suggest these courses of action. First, perhaps if you'll be able to go to the Hope Nair Asylum and find out where he was being held, maybe clues in his cell that I was unable to see.
This is
And-
where Jarmy
That's where he was held after he was found.
How old was how? I guess give us a description of him.
Yeah. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, yeah, he was a human fisher. He looked very similar to his sister. He was like 28, I'll say.
Okay.
So,
Is the asylum close by?
it's in the it's in the high quarter, southeast section here. You should be able to find it just heading that direction.
Okay.
Do you know anyone that works at the asylum that would perhaps
Yes.
be best to talk with?
Yes. The here you go. The head physician, Emile Tranter, should be able to help you. She has a good heart and cares for the people underneath her roof.
Neil Tranter.
And once perhaps that I would recommend tracking down and speaking with Constable Jute. She was the militia guard who found Jarmy on that morning. I believe she's at the district garrison. I'm sure if you ask around, you should be able to find. Should be able to lead you to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we will see what we can do for you. My condolences again.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, anything you can find out would be so helpful.
Okay. Before we leave, I want to ask her in Thieves' Camp too if she knows anything about the bark other good.
What
Nice.
now?
I was like, what?
Oh, I see.
That's pretty good.
Well played.
I'm sorry. Bark.
No, that's all right. We're new in town. We're just trying to get the lay of the land, I guess. But
of course.
we'll see what we can find.
Oh, please, we'll be here if you find anything. Thank you.
Okay, I'll head for the door.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, you'll make your way through the city. Kind of for just your own, in case you're curious. So, right here, if you see where I'm pinging, that darkish area is where Refram's workshop is that you were just at. And
Reframs? That's the guy that we talked with?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And if you head all the way down to the bottom, about right here, is where the asylum is. Openair Asylum.
Openair. Okay. Is there anything we want to do before we go there, or you guys think we should go straight there?
I just want to keep an eye out, maybe, for any kind of markings on a door jamb or anything, if it gives me any clues about the cult. But
okay,
just to see if I see one.
You maybe see some things for certain types of other illicit goods, but nothing that would make sense as far as to being the Scarlet Brotherhood or something of that nature.
Okay. Do I see anything good?
See a couple of perhaps no, maybe not. No, I'd
No
say for the most part.
fences for stolen items or nothing. I guess that's what I would think of as good.
Yeah, no. Kind of at the hour, you don't seem to see anything that seems to appeal to you.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, I'm just looking as we make our way to the asylum.
Yeah. As you head down to it, you come across, or you come up to it, and it is a large old stone building with two turrets out front of it, and oops, let me see, where is it here? Here we go. Ah, yes. It is an enormous building. Where's the... Oh, sorry, give me a second. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Okay. Yes, the Hope Nair Asylum lies on Lamp Licker's Way in the High Quarter. Building is maybe best described as an old prison with bare walls and barred windows. As you walk towards it, you see a faded sign above the door bearing the words, "Welcome home."
Not a fan of this place.
Right. Are those windows or is the door open?
Those are windows. The door is right in the center.
Mm-hmm. Does this feel like the kind of place where you knock, or can we just open the door and walk into a like a hospital, I guess?
I'd try knocking. Probably best not to assert your presence in unknown places.
Well, I'll leave that to one of the full-size strong boys to do.
Okay.
I
I'll
tried the
open
door.
Yes. It opens up, and there is a young man standing in front of you, or underneath you.
Sorry, I thought you meant it opens up as in I can open it up and go in, but you're saying somebody opens the door.
Yeah. Oh, do you not?
Got it.
Can you
Copy
not
that.
see in through it? What?
I cannot.
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
There you
it
go.
is.
It's Stephen Miller.
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird.
Who?
Stephen Miller.
It kind of looked like Stephen Miller, a White House guy.
Oh.
Oh no.
As he opens the door, he says, "Can I help you?"
Does he like
I
have
step
something on his
aside
face?
and let the smarter folks do the talking.
Oh, yeah, just a character token. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I
But
say,
he just stares
not-
at you.
He's not like a King's Landing sparrow or something.
No,
Okay.
but he does seem to be he does kind of wear muted gray clothing. Somewhat kind of similar to like an orderly or something like that.
We have come here to talk with Emil Trantor. Does he say anything back? Wait, hello?
Hello? Wait, you're... What?
It's not me this time.
Discord is lighting up, but we can't hear you.
Hey,
Right.
Can you
Yeah.
not hear me?
Yep,
Hello?
there it is.
Now I can.
Okay. Sorry. Well, he is still just staring at you, not saying anything.
Okay, so he doesn't say anything.
And then
I look kind of like past him to see if I see anyone else back there. It's like,
Is this guy a patient?
is there anyone that we can talk to other than yourself?
come in. Please wait here.
This is creepy music.
Seems appropriate.
What was that? Nice.
What was what?
Dog shaking its head. No?
Who got a dog?
Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Some noise came from somewhere.
Oh, maybe it was my dog.
I think
Wait,
that's what
who
Eddie
has
was
a
saying.
dog? Oh, maybe it was my dog.
Well,
Who has a dog?
I didn't hear her make a
Hey.
With
noise.
the dog right beside them.
Well, I didn't hear her make a noise, but I also didn't hear anything through my headphones, so it must have been through my mic.
If that, I thought it was a thing where you're pretending to be like footprints or like footprints. Wow, like feet running or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, like a
Oh,
type of a thing.
nice.
Anyways, he like opens the door and like motions you in.
what's this stuff, Matt?
Benches.
Benches. Okay.
It is a rather sparse foyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Look over and I say,
this door here is open?
Does it not show as being open to you?
No.
no.
That's really interesting. I'm curious if it's anything to do with like I'm using like the new lighting technique thing, and
Yeah.
like so like when I removed the door, like I don't know, I don't know. I moved the door, so I don't know. You can just pop through it. I don't know if that will
This
like
is maybe a silly question, but like
Yeah.
when you draw the door to remove it, you
Yeah.
don't draw just one long line for the whole wall, do you?
No, I have like a separate one just for that doorway
Yeah.
there.
That's weird then, because I can see. Well, maybe it's a door on the map, but yeah, I can't see through the doorway.
That's really odd.
Yeah.
I have to. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, as you enter into this room, you see a prematurely old,
That's
or
very
seemingly,
rude.
I know, but lady sitting behind the desk, and she seems to have a worried brow and ashen gray skin. So, what is it? I'm very busy here. She's
This
kind of
is.
messing around.
Did
with
she
papers
introduce
and-
herself? Or sorry.
We asked for a meal, but
Oh,
Yeah,
is this?
she didn't.
this is her.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Hi. We are friends of Jarmy.
She's kind of messing around with papers before you kind of say this, and then as soon as you say that, she stops and looks at you, or kind of then slowly. Or Jarmy. Friends of his, you say? Yes.
Yes. Friend
What-
of a friend, in a way.
What can I help you with?
we wondered if we might see his room for a bit, just to make sure that if there's any clues to why he might have done it.
Yes. He was the quiet sort. He was always resolute in his claims of innocence. And as if she's kind of like, she opened a drawer and she's, getting a key out of it. I have no reason to doubt the evidence behind the murder, but his remorse was, shall we say, far more compelling and even far more believable than any other troubled person I've worked with. Please, follow me. And she opens a door that will probably not open or do anything for you guys. So, there.
Yep, there it's open.
How long was
Okay.
Jeremy in this asylum?
Just for 4 days, I believe.
4 days.
He wasn't kept long before he was executed. No time for a trial
No.
or anything.
No.
Why was he? And why was he taken here and not to a prison or somewhere else?
It's not entirely uncommon for those of that nature to be held here. Sometimes the militia deems it a person, shall we say, a lunatic, as they call them. They send them here, await trial.
Is she standing out of the way for us to go through the door?
No, she'll go first, and so yeah, she'll walk in here, and you see it's like a nice stone staircase. And she's about to go down. She says, "Okay, here we go." She says, "It was rather odd. Something that usually doesn't happen. One of the counselors came to visit him. He had no other visitors were allowed per the militia's orders, but one council member came to the asylum, visit him."
Who was this councilman?
Mr. Dory.
Wait, what? I kind of
Mr. Dory?
I look over at the others, like, could be him.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this Mr. Dory?
Oh,
sorry.
No, sorry. Not a whole lot. He runs a business over near the alchemist's quarters. He's rather unsettling character. Always damp and slimy.
Yeah.
But so are many of the other men in this town.
Touche.
Please, though, she, as she's going down the steps, it seems like there's, a couple of different staircases and wings that you go through here as you're making your way. She says that, sure, you know that his body was cremated. His ashes were dumped into the receding tide. So much for a funeral.
I've heard it's fairly common. Is that right?
Yes.
For bodies to be burned?
But usually on the family's orders, not that of the militias.
see.
He was definitely different than any of the others we've had here, but like, similar to the others, he spent the last few days of his life covering the walls of his cell with drawings. Must have been a lump of charcoal that he had his hands on. Very unsettling images. Perhaps you'll be able to make sense of them. As you make your way down these steps and through the halls and the wards, it's not pleasant. Constant screaming and cursing from the cells combines with an overpowering stench of unwashed bodies, coupled with filth and mildew and rotting straw.
Awful.
Each of you must roll a Constitution check.
Ew, no. Oof. Still a little bit hungover.
Oof.
Where am I? There we go. Not save. Check.
Correct.
Wait. Lucky.
Oh,
Halfling?
Oh dear.
Lucky.
19.
Nice. Oof.
Nice.
Lucky for that. Well, it appears that perhaps Shannon and Gus are able to stomach it a little bit better. Maybe the stench maybe settles on closer to the ceiling, but Core
It is hot in here. It does kind of rise.
can't quite take it, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
And you walk here. Yeah, there you go. Nice. You make your way to the bottom of a staircase, and there's a heavily locked door in front of you. Before she opens it, she says, "This wing is where the worst of our cases are kept. Beg you, please do not look into any of the other cells. We've given succor to many folks over the years. Those here..."
What?
Sorry, what?
Did you say sucker?
Respite.
Oh.
Succor. Sorry. Yeah, I looked it up and that's how you say it. So I'm like, wow. I was going to say respite, but I forgot. So, but those here are truly forsaken by the gods. And she unlocks a single cell here, and
New relic, have mercy.
as you make your way down the hall here.
Are these cells just bars?
Yeah.
Like, could we see inside if we wanted to?
I'll say they're like wooden doors with little like window peepers, things that are barred off. As you make your way through, you iron doors lining both walls. Each door has a small viewing hatch that's latched shut. An unnatural gurgle churns up from a cell to the right and is quickly joined by other voices.
This is upsetting.
You notice that Trantor ignores the din as she hurries around the corner here, where she ushers you through a small an open cell door here. As you make your way into the cell, you see that the walls within are covered with childlike sketches, all overlapping each other in confusing waves and patterned swirls.
Like a spiral?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But why though?
Do they make any sense?
Yeah. So, how about this? As you kind of look at it for a little bit, you notice that it looks like there's multiple depictions of what looks to be a tentacled creature, perhaps like a squid or an octopus. But maybe if you
Kraken.
examine a little bit more, whoever would like to can roll an intelligence check to see
Ha.
if you can to discern.
Yeah.
Oof. I like how it's like, even
Look.
though it's -1, it's actually not a crit.
It's a
Fail.
it's a squirrel.
Got a 16.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Definitely you guess, Gus, as you look, you see definitely a specific element hidden within the chaotic sketches. And as you kind of look, you come to maybe some of these conclusions. It looks like this tentacled creature is shown devouring a city on the coast, maybe the Styes, kind of judging from how some of the rough lines are. And again, you notice the same creature shown. Almost looks like it's somehow trapped in a deep chasm or underwater pit. Its tentacles are wrapped around humanoids who are dragged down into the inky dark. And then once more, this tentacled creature, you see it in one more horrible drawing. It appears to be shackled by a collar attached to a chain. The chain is held by another creature resembling a vile, multi-tailed fish. You can, if you would like to, you can try to discern if you can recognize what that is.
Have you ever seen a
Perhaps
fish
another-
like this, Jen?
What'd you say?
Have you ever seen a fish like that?
Perhaps an intelligence check. If you would like to see, maybe you can figure out what
The
it
giant
might.
squid?
The multi-tailed fish.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically it looks like the tentacle creature is collared up and being held by another fish.
I got an 11.
No.
Doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Does this tentacled creature look anything like the kraken that we were attacked by?
It's very possible. You obviously never
that's-
got a great look at it, but there's I mean, it looks, basically
so this
like it could be
fish is
either.
controlling the kraken.
Between that and the spiral, I'm wondering if the cult did something to this guy that made him kill people. Maybe if they like got into his head and so he got to see what they were planning or something.
It would make sense because somehow, well, yeah, I don't know if that Mr. Dory is anything, but he obviously has something to do with this because he visited him, and the
Makes
MD
sense.
is who the butler was trying to find.
MD Mr. Dory. Oh, that's good, Shen.
So maybe.
Did we go find this Mr. Dory?
So maybe the butler maybe is something to do with this as well, even though. Yeah.
That's good.
We should maybe talk to the constable.
That was another name they gave us. Yeah, maybe we should do that first.
Yeah. Maybe they can get two people's opinions on kind of what happened before we go up to the high uppers. Is there anything else in this cell that we might be missing? I don't know. Maybe do.
Yeah, can we like just investigate the cell a little bit before we leave?
Sure. Basically, kind of what you see is kind of what's there.
Mm-hmm.
ramshackled, bad. Furniture doesn't look like to be in great condition. Nothing really more. The most interesting part of the room is clearly what was on the walls.
Sure.
Nothing. Yeah, we don't have like a detect magic or anything. It's kind of unfortunate that we're
Mhm.
morons.
No magic at all. Feels bad.
Mm.
Carl will take a level on wizard. Next level up.
That would not be good.
Imagine it.
Seems to be a bad idea.
I guess I'll turn to her and say, "Well, appreciate you taking the time and showing us this."
Of course, anything I could do to help.
In
Where
your,
w-
Story was.
your
Go ahead.
in your opinion as a physician, was he insane?
Was definitely troubled. Whether or not he was different than. Oh, sorry, can you hear me? I just realized my mic was away from my face.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was smacking on a high chew, so I wanted to make sure it didn't get caught. But
Caught you.
he was not. I would not say he was insane. There are certain tests that we try to employ, and he was not insane, but he was definitely troubled in some way.
Well, very clearly from the writings on the wall. He didn't say anything to you. He didn't. The only thing he communicated was by the drawings.
He, well, yes. Most of what he said was just that he was innocent and that he did not commit murder or any of the murders. And
So he says he did not commit it, even though people found him with the knife in his hand.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, he was claiming innocence the whole way.
But he wasn't really saying. I mean, I was thinking like maybe someone was like put a spell on him and made him do it.
Right.
But he's
That's
saying
what
that
I'm a
he
little
didn't
bit
even.
wondered too.
But he's saying he didn't even do it. So maybe someone else killed him and then put
Well, I'm wondering if this ghost lantern that people were seeing could have been something that charmed him, something that like made him do it.
maybe he did it and he didn't have any memory of doing it.
Right.
And that's why he
Yeah,
thinks he
that's
could do
kind of
it.
what I'm thinking. Could be.
Where might we find the constable?
constabulary or the district garrison. I assume you mean.
Whoever was in charge of
Oh, yes.
Jarmy.
It was
Constable Jute, if I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
I do recall hearing of her. Yes, she. From what I'm aware, you probably would be able to find her at the district garrison. It's over. Let me see. Yes, over in the merchant's quarter. You should be able to find it quite easily.
Have you had any dealings with Constable Jute before? Anything we should be aware of?
Not that I'm aware. No, I'm afraid I hadn't heard of her before all this.
Oh, I guess this is a fairly big city. Okay. All right. Thanks for your time.
It's my pleasure. And with that, then yeah, you can head out once again here in the styes. So you are right here. And if you would like to make your way to this district garrison, it is right here. This cross-shaped building.
Yep.
Nice. All right.
Sounds good.
You make your way. There we go. To it. And even though the time seems to be passing or the day seems to be passing, it still seems as though there's a darkness or like just a heavy fog that just kind of blocks the sunlight out.
Straw.
I guess there was a vampire, so maybe there's
There
more
was a vampire.
vampires. Okay, this is like the district garrison, you said?
Yeah. So it's just kind of like
I guess I'm not sure what we did with our crew, huh?
Our crew?
Right? I guess they're
I
just
put them
staying
to
on the
work
ship.
fixing
Yeah.
the ship
Yep.
Oh,
because
okay.
we got
repairing the
attacked
ship.
out there.
True. Okay, perfect. We'll have to maybe. Well, they could probably run into town to get some supplies and food.
Right. This town is nothing but port, so there's got to be shipbuilders and supplies.
Sure.
They're grown boys. They'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Alrighty. Guess we head on in. I don't know
Yeah.
if the door's locked.
Whoops. The door. Whoops.
Does it have like a sign over that says what this is, or we don't
Yeah.
want
So it's
to walk into the wrong,
district. Yeah. It just says
walk into the
district
wrong
garrison.
place?
Yeah. No, you walk in there and the guy. Oh, what can I help you with?
Looking to talk to Constable Jute.
Constable Jute. Let me check. Looks like she's out on her rounds right now. She'll be back any minute now. You can take a seat and wait if you'd like.
Sure.
How long do you think it might be?
Reckon it should be any minute now.
Right.
Got any card
Well-
games?
Well, we can wait here, or we can go wait at a tavern, and I'll ask him in Thieves' Cant if he knows anything about the Brotherhood. Because if the police are corrupt, I wonder if he might think we're members of these Thieves' Cant.
He replies back in common. Look, I don't want any trouble. This isn't the place for that.
So he understood it.
Can I roll insight? Is he scared?
Roll once.
11.
It looks like he's maybe he kind of feels maybe like your presence. He doesn't want to try to like do anything wrong, but he also doesn't want to. I guess I don't know the best way to say it. Basically, he doesn't want to try to antagonize you because he thinks that you do look like you're maybe a little bit powerful looking, but
I do have a very powerful hat. I was
it's
before you
true.
called me powerful. I was gonna say that I had a powerful hat, so I understand.
Oh, he's like he looks and he's like, oh, he thought that no. He's like you're behind Shen. He thought Shen was talking the entire time. No, I'm just kidding. No.
This guy can throw his voice. He must be a magician.
No. But no, he seems that he just kind of just doesn't want to have anything. Yeah.
He understands Thieves' Cant though, which is interesting. That's cool. Okay. Well, I'm noting that this constable's deputy knows about the Dark Brotherhood. Okay. Constable Jute.
Oh, yes, I help you.
We were hoping we could talk with you about the execution that happened yesterday.
She like quickly like tries to like put a finger to her lips, kind of like looks glances over. It looks like the guy wasn't looking. Maybe she kind of and then motions you to follow her.
This guy wasn't looking.
Yeah, or he put it. He was like
Put his headphones on and was
Yeah.
listening to some music.
exactly no. Basically, when she came in, maybe he said, "Oh, you know, these people are here to talk to you," and then he like went to do something. And,
Just realized the there it is. Spotify wasn't in there.
Oh.
excellent. But yeah, perfect. So she brings you back in here. This way. Here.
Look at this guy. He looks like a creepy anime character or something.
I know. I kind of thought that too.
It is.
I don't know why. Have you ever
That guy.
watched? What was it called? Was it called
Oh, nice.
Death List or Death Book or something like that?
Oh, Death Note. Or yeah.
Yeah, Death Note. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. He
yeah.
reminds me of that for some reason.
No, he really does. Well, even like the other guy, I thought kind of too. But, yeah. Sorry about all that. The fact is, we're not really supposed to talk about that. We've all been assured by our commanders that the Lantern Ghost has been executed, that the murders have been solved. I'm assuming that's what you're here to talk about, is the murder this morning.
Well, yes. We are curious about that.
Well, not that I would know anything. Apparently it happened, and just like that, it taken care of. No questions asked. Anyone who does ask is considered a troublemaker.
People
Let's just
consider
say
you a
hypothetically.
troublemaker?
What did you say, Marvin?
People consider you a troublemaker?
Sometimes I'm a little different than the rest around here, and it stands out. Being an honest guard means that I'm easily the target of scorn from my superiors and fellow guards. Talking to you about something like this out in the open would bring up more trouble than I would like.
Well, let's talk hypothetically about this murder that must not have been the Ghost Lantern murderer, because, like you said, that case is closed. But was this new murderer similar in any way to the Ghost Lantern murderer?
From what I've heard, somewhat. The body, the victim was mutilated, supposedly similar to the ones we found before, to the one that I found.
And would it be possible for us to examine the body?
That body's been long cremated.
And the killing was this morning.
Like I said, it's been taken care of. Case closed. The scene of the crime still exists. I can tell you where it is. Oh,
Yeah. Where is the scene of the crime?
It's a bit of a ways from here. I can give you some directions if you can read them or make sense of them.
Yeah, we'll
Just-
take you up on that.
Just it doesn't make any sense. We arrested that one man. Is he not clearly the killer?
So if this new murder has been closed, was someone arrested for that?
I don't know. Nothing was made public or private. I have a
Who's in
suspicion. Go ahead.
Who's in charge of this district garrison? Are you?
No, that's many different people.
I see.
And
I'm-
ultimately, they answer
I'm-
to the council?
They do. She kind of glances nervously. And I have some suspicions. I don't believe that Lovage was the sole killer. Heck, if he was the killer at all. This murder taking place just the morning after his execution, the investigation being dispensed with so quickly. Something about Lovage was just different. He was cooperative when I saw him. He obeyed immediately. Maybe that was because he was a loony.
I'm sorry, he what immediately?
He was very cooperative.
Cooperative. Yeah, and then you said he did something immediately.
Oh, sorry. He just he listened to her as far as like like when she gave orders to him, he would just follow them right away.
Gotcha.
As far as he I have a feeling that there's
Yeah, that kind of jives with my theory that he was highly suggestible. Maybe he was charmed and someone told him to kill, so he did it, and then someone gave him orders, and so he did it.
Were there bodies disappearing before this?
no, not necessarily. We
Okay, so three dead people. Is that, or was it two dead people?
you're saying as far as like the victims?
Well, so he killed one, and then there was
They-
one dead this morning.
Yeah.
So that's two.
Yeah,
But
but
then-
there, as in over the last couple months, several like half a year, there were other killings that followed a similar MO. They were
Okay.
unable to, find
Okay.
anyone. Basically, the one, that they caught him, is kind of what they, used that to pin
So
on
like
him
6
the other
months,
murders.
bodies have been getting
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know why my superiors are acting the way they are, but I suspect that there are powerful interests, powerful people that are involved.
Well, they could be charmed too. That's my working theory, anyway. Does she also have the like really pale skin and dark veins? Like, are we still seeing that everywhere? Everybody?
Most she's a little bit darker skinned to begin with, so it's not
Right.
quite as relevant or as easily seen
Sure.
on her.
But she has the condition, I guess, that everyone else has, like the itchy
Yeah.
skin and the. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to ask her about it. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? This
Red
this
face.
irritation that it seems to be plaguing.
It's part of the styes. It's her badge. Let me see here. Here we go. Anyone who visits or lives here is exposed to it. Sometimes it gets better. Some days not so much. Mainly it's from the alchemist's quarters, or the polluted water of the river and the harbor. I would avoid drinking the water and from avoiding contact with any rodents or vermin. It's usually the surefire way to get it.
So the water is poison.
Well, not
Which-
necessarily. Not necessarily poison as it is just not the best.
It's nasty.
It's not clean.
Could maybe
Well,
use a
that
couple
kind of reminds
filters.
me of what was happening in Saltmarsh when
Mm.
Oh, good point.
when that water was getting poisoned. I wonder if that happened here too. Well, that's almost everything I wanted to ask before we move on. If you guys don't have any other questions, I want to ask her about Mr. Dory.
Okay.
And is the what does Mr. Dory do on the council?
Mr. Dory, that's interesting that you say his name. As far as on the council, give me a second.
And this might be a dumb question,
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
Is his
Mhm.
name Mister? Like, or are we calling him Mister as a title?
Mr. as a title.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I wonder what his initials are, if they are MD or I don't know. Maybe everyone just calls him Mister.
Mr. Dory.
Hmm.
He's rather an odd character. His skin is very clammy, and he seems to be a rather unsettling person. He, I'm not honestly sure what his role is in the council. But I know that he has been a long-time resident here of the Styes, and is a wealthy warehouse owner. He has a strange skin condition. Requires him to take regular immersions in water for relief. Very, it's possibly something. Just side effect of living in the styes for so long. But saying his name does remind me. He's had several closed door meetings with some of the militia commandos recently. But they did not occur the day that Lovage was executed.
Does anyone else attend those meetings?
Not other than him and
the militia.
And the militia commandos.
Okay. Where could we find Mr. Dory?
His well, let me see here. Perhaps it's interesting that you say that. It's over in the alchemist's quarters. It's known as Hemlock Pit. It's actually not too far from the last crime scene.
Right. What about the other crime scenes? Are they also in the area?
Those have been here
or
and
they
there.
More
I can't,
all over.
Can't say now that I think about it. I feel like they've been all over the area, not particularly pertain to one area.
Okay. How do you guys feel about going to see the crime scene and then going to see Mr. Dory?
Yeah, I'd like to go see the crime scene.
I feel like we're gonna have an accusation to make it at him, so I want to go to see him last. I think. Does
Yeah,
that
I
make
need.
sense?
I think we need to be
Maybe-
careful when we talk to him because
Yeah, and I want to have all the information first.
And if we're
'Cause if
lucky,
he's-
maybe if
yeah.
he's MD, maybe the butler's there.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to have something damning on him before we go see him. But if we can find something, then maybe we can make a move.
Yeah, I mean, I think we still need to be even careful with him
Right.
because I don't even know if he's got soldiers or who
Well,
he's
apparently he has the whole militia.
got. Yeah, so I don't think we really want to start a fight with him.
But you
Right.
have me.
That's a good point. We have core. Well, if we could maybe get him alone, then maybe we could make a move. But I want to know for sure what's going on, if we can, before we even get there. So let's go to the crime scene.
Yep.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
Totally not repurposing this map.
What? I've been here before.
Okay. Is anything like roped off, or how does this look out here?
You heard it that it was in the alley. If you head to your right, I don't know if the
I see blood.
yes.
And straw?
Murdered him with straw.
And a drain or a grate or something. Okay. What can we what can we find, I guess?
See, does my dragon have advantage on anything?
I think it maybe does on something.
What does it have? Advantage on wisdom, perception checks that rely on sight, hearing, or smell. So could I maybe have him do a perception check to... I guess I don't know if I have to pick one, sight, hearing, or smell. But see if there's I don't know. Any maybe he can smell? Well, no. Yeah, maybe either a scent that doesn't seem right, or maybe there's like a, I don't know if I guess I forget if there's a murder weapon here, but maybe there's like a murder weapon or something that just like stashed.
Well, they found him with a dagger in his hand.
This
Right.
one here as well. So both people had
Well-
daggers in their hands.
Oh, that's right. This was today's murder. You're right.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Your dragon, he seems to kind of like sniff, and kind of notice it looks like looks to be like webbed footprints. Looks like they are walking away from the pool of blood.
Like back out the alley.
Like a fish's?
Or it's this way here.
And
As the
somebody
hooligans?
needs
Further deeper into the alley.
somebody needs to soak in water every so often.
Right. I have a theory about Mr. Dory. He is Lord Varys, which, as we all know, was a merman.
What?
That was my favorite Game of Thrones theory.
What do you mean theory?
You're right. It was just never confirmed. It was true, but it was never confirmed. You know?
I see. Huh. Good to know, I guess.
Arya is talking to Varys. She hears water dripping in the distance. Very intriguing. But no, anyways, yeah, okay.
We got another one.
Another what? We got
Believer.
Matt sign in?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's true. He's just
Right.
seeing the light, that's all.
Right.
Yep.
Sorry, go on.
So, all right.
Well,
perfect.
we
Yeah.
should follow the footprints, huh?
Mhm.
It was to the left or to the right? Where did it
Yeah,
go?
to the right. Doesn't matter too much, but yeah, you can kind of follow them through maze of buildings, and you come to. Actually, give me a second here. Ooh, actually, let me see. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I just realized I might need to check something. Okay. Okay. Give me un segundo. There we go. Okay. Whoops. It doesn't seem to be working for some reason on this map. Oh. No, okay. There you go. Okay. That makes, there we go. That was kind of weird. I don't know why I was doing that. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, you make your way up to what looks to be a most intriguing building. Let me, oh, here we go. Let me show you. This is the exterior of the building.
What?
Hmm.
What?
Very interesting.
A shipyard, or it's like a
Is this
Shipyard.
a tub?
It's a it's a ship suspended by a crane.
Interesting.
Is it by the water?
With a gangplank.
Yeah, so perched at the edge of a large swath of mud known locally as the Hemlock Pit, this ship dangles above it, held by a crane attached to this large warehouse.
Above the mud, you say?
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Oh, so it's not like a port to the.
Like not a dry
Yeah,
dock or
yeah.
something?
Does the
this
ship
area-
have a deck? Like, does it have masts?
Basically what you see is what
Yeah.
it is. There isn't any there aren't any sales or anything like that.
But it's
And
looks
what it looks like it's been there for a while. You know,
Yeah.
with like
all that stuff on
Like
it.
it looks like it got pulled up from the bottom of the ocean, maybe.
there
it was
is
sunken.
there is water pouring out through a hole near the back.
Oh, so yeah, maybe it was just pulled up. How did it get there?
But it looks like it's been here for a while,
Right?
Yeah, it looks like it's been here for a while.
and
How's the
water's still
water
pouring
get
out of
there?
it. Interesting. This is going to be a very interesting investigation. Well,
Do we
this
see anyone
might-
around?
You're saying outside of the building?
Yeah.
You see a couple of people. Maybe
I want my
see-
dragon to fly up and like get a aerial view of it to see if there's
Okay.
like
send up the
Maybe.
drone.
see. I don't know if he can tell like anything about the water source. Is like
Yeah.
the whole top filled with water?
So it looks like there is oops, sorry. There's on the one side there is like a little what's the word I'm looking for? Like a like a funnel, but like a channel, a wooden channel that has water like coming from a water tower pouring over into the top of the boat, top of the ship, into like a
I
vent.
see.
And coming out of that vent, you also see it looks like steam coming out as well.
Like, does the water look different as it's coming out than it's going in? Like, does it look dirtier, or does it look like it's been going there for such a long time that it's almost like a spring now?
It could look like it's maybe a little sludgier somehow.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we see the footprints that just led here, or do we see them like go in a door, or?
Kind of hard to tell. You can't quite see them anymore.
Yeah. Spread out. No, just kidding. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess probably we should maybe investigate the building here.
Definitely looks a little suspect.
So it's just like these web footprints that I guess, did we do like a close examination to see if we knew what kind of animal? Not animal, person? Yeah, animal? I don't know.
Thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a investigation check on the footprints to see if I can tell what creature or person or whatever made
Nice.
it.
It looks like a webbed fin, or not webbed fin, sorry, but like a webbed foot. Somehow you haven't really seen anything that looks quite like it.
Okay. Is it big though, or is it is it bigger than my footprints would be, or
No, I'd say it's about the same.
deeper?
Actually, seeing as how it's webbed, it probably wouldn't be quite as deep.
Okay.
Maybe not, but yeah.
So nothing too huge. All right. Well, do we want to go in? What do you guys think?
Might as well.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
That's what we came for.
Here we go. Just to reedify, Mr. Story's warehouse is a 3-story stone building, roofed in slate and dotted with iron-barred windows.
Oh, this is Mr. Stories.
This has got to be it. It's his warehouse.
Its walls and roof appear to be coated with a black gruel, an accumulation of the pollution that belches from nearby alchemists' workshops.
Well, he's the
once you
one
kinda get-
causing all the sickness.
Well, all around
He's probably
here,
a climate denier. Wow.
Probably.
It's because they
you see,
No, he's not
deregulated the
denying it. He
economy
just
so
doesn't
much.
believe it's happening.
there's like a thick yellow fog in the air.
The thick yellow fog is a natural cycle. It happens every like 10,000 years.
Oh man.
But yeah, like I said before, behind the warehouse spreads a gray-green pit of mud. And then yeah, you can see a rusted crane kind of bent as it holds the dripping hulk of a ship, being about 50 feet above the greasy mud below.
I mean, footprints
Greasy
leading
mud.
from the murder scene to his door seems like pretty good evidence. You know?
For us it does, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess. Do we see any like? I don't know. Does this guy have guards or something? Do we see like? I guess there was some people, but do they seem just like peasants or commoners, plainclothesmen?
Yeah, you don't really see any like guard-looking people, but yeah, you see like a couple of people, you know, around.
Okay.
Guards.
Does it look like there's multiple entrances into this warehouse? Maybe like a side entrance, someplace that's.
Kind of looks like there's just like this one door here in the front. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's like right there.
Are there guards at that?
No.
And I don't know, Matt, if
Wait, on
we're
the-
supposed to be on a different map, but
Yeah,
we're still
we're
in the alley.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. There you go.
Okay, is this the entrance?
Not much better. Okay, but yeah.
Yes, that is the entrance there.
Okay,
Okay, I think mine's still trying to load because the background's blurry.
me too, but I could see a jagged line where the
Yeah.
lighting was, so I figured that must be a door. So there's not guards guarding the door. Is that
Then I
right?
guess we walk
Yes,
in.
that is the door.
Yeah.
I'd like to push it open.
Give me 1 second here. It is doo-doo-doo. Yeah, no, there is the doors are not locked. Whoops. And yeah, I can the door open there for you.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ew, no. Who dat?
We can't really tell. I know we got a big description, but we can't really tell what kind of warehouse this is. Just that it's.
As you open up the door here, you see interior. It looks like it's piled high with crates, boxes, and packages. Most of them are marked with like certain types of symbols and say fragile or handle with care. You see, it looks like there's like a little office on the inside, and maybe a lift, a couple stairs, and a lift over in the corner as well.
Does this person that's right in front of me? Does this look like someone that's working, or what's up with her?
Just it looks like it's just someone that's working. Mhm.
Okay. Does she like notice? Does she like notice this as we like? I'm just gonna kind of like walk in, kind of like I know what I'm doing.
Put on your hard hat. Grab a clipboard.
Right. I like reach over and like I grab a. I don't know.
Yeah. We just look like we're supposed to be there, then everyone leaves us
Okay.
alone. We just
Okay,
like
sorry. No, when you walk in, she asks, she like comes to you and asks what your business is there.
I say, are we at the right place?
Here, come in here, and she motions over to like this room right here, this door that is now magically open.
Okay, I know. Like kind of like thank you, but almost not really thank you. Just kind of like, yeah, I expected you to do that,
But yeah, there is
ask Core to maybe close the door behind him.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I close the
door's
door.
closed.
Stand by it.
Just in case something shit's gotta go down.
Case. Can't be too safe.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't look too menacingly to this guy.
You're greeted by what looks to be the warehouse manager. He says, "Yes, Bursk Chumwell. What's the business here?"
We had heard there might be some job openings.
Sorry, friends. No openings here. Might have better luck down at O'Henry's.
That's too bad. We came a long way.
Well, sorry, that's just kind of it.
I see. This is Mr. Dory's warehouse, though, correct?
Sure is. Yep.
Hey, does he happen to come by here often, or
Oh. Well, he lives out in his ship. Don't you know that?
Mm-hmm.
What a weirdo.
Oh, we're new around here, so
Makes
that's
sense.
why we're looking for work.
Yeah, well, might have better luck down at the docks. Judging
Docks.
by that little fellow there. But
Do you have much turnover here, just in case you'd see something opening up here soon? Heard from some people around that this is a mighty fine place to work.
well, it probably is a little more decent than what you get in the rest of these quarters, but we usually have internal recommendations and referrals, but put your names down if you'd like.
I see. What's your name?
Chumwell, Bursk Chumwell.
Bursk Chumwell. Good strong name.
Shen, I ain't gonna work down at the docks. They take all kinds down there.
No, listen. Yeah, I understand. I've heard you say that before.
No. I won't do it. I won't work with them mud people, them dirties, and them outsiders. They got people down there with webbed feet. You have anybody here like that?
No, sir. Can't really say that I do.
No, that's a decent place for decent people.
Sure.
Say, Mr. Chumwell, are you the sole person that makes decisions around here? Surely there's someone that you might be able to talk to.
That's Miss Chumwell.
No. How could you not tell with a
shit.
first name as feminine as Bursk?
No, sorry. Ma'am.
Listen, I just manage the warehouse, alright? I can set up some sort of appointment, or if you'd like, for consideration, but probably be a couple of days before anything be done.
Say, I notice how this alleyway, how it kind of blocks off the one side here. Is there another exit we can go out other than the one we came in, so we don't have to, backtrack, kind of cut through the alley, as it were?
No, that's really the only way in or out. I'm looking a little confused.
What? You sure that's good for fire? I mean, fire hazard would be pretty bad. Just one entrance. You know what I mean? Maybe we don't want to work here, Gus.
Well, if there was a fire, maybe then it'd open up a new exit.
That's true enough, sir.
She gives you a glare.
That
That
time
last
was just on
remark.
purpose.
Oh my word.
Matt, could we
Yeah.
tell? Is there any way to get to the ship without going through the building?
You looked outside at that crane.
Right. I saw a gangplank that went to it, but it was
Yeah.
from an upstairs
Right.
level.
It really doesn't look like it. Other if you would try to climb the crane.
Yeah.
But it looked like it was pretty be pretty treacherous to try.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I know this, but maybe I just didn't listen closely enough. The tracks led from the scene of the murder to this part of town, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that is the only way in and out up there.
Correct.
Okay. Hmm. Did they kind of fade out as we got here, or could we tell if they came into the building or into the mud pit or anything like that?
Kind of just faded out a little bit more.
Okay.
Whereas in I should say there was a lot of in and out activity, and you just couldn't really track them anymore.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Okay. Well,
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Chumwell. That is Mrs. Am I correct? No need to answer.
Are you asking? Is there a Mr. Chumwell?
Right. That's what I'm asking.
Trying to flatter your way into a job now? We're not ashamed to flirt for this job, Miss Chumwell.
Perhaps you boys shall see yourselves out.
Understood.
Just want to roll to seduce real quick there, Matt.
If you're old enough for 20.
I know that
It's
lots
advantage.
of obnoxious players do that with dragons, but I would like to do that with a warehouse manager. Equally as terrifying as a dragon is a warehouse manager most of the time.
I'm just gonna kind of start walking down here, just like.
Just look like we know what we're doing.
A lot of people that work here.
As you kind of walk around,
kind of like I say, how are the benefits here?
Oh, can't complain.
I kind of pat the person on the back. Oh, keep it up.
How many teeth does the person who says that have?
Not as many as you do, that's for sure.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, just curious about dental. Apparently, it's not great.
Do any of them have webbed feet or shoes that look funny?
It does not appear to be. But as you're kind of standing there, you see the guards come up to you, kind of like.
Oh, those are the guards.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, and the orange kind of thing. Looks to be like your business here is done.
Well, actually,
Dang it.
we're friends of Mr. Dory, and so we just came by to kind of make sure everything's on the up and up here. We just got to talking with the warehouse manager,
He's
and
real
she
nice.
said that we could take a quick look around so we can report back to Mr. Dory.
Kind of eyes you a little bit. Roll deception on that.
Okay. Do I have good deception? Just a 0? What? Please. Hey, not bad.
Nice. He's like, all right, make it quick.
We're
Yeah, we'll
doing
keep it.
real good for a party with absolutely no spell casting.
Yeah, you don't give us any trouble, we won't give you any trouble. As I notice the stairs are over there to the left. I might just have a quick look around to be out of your way before you know it.
All right. Okay. Here are just quick. Oops. Oh.
Where's the
Is it
stairs
pretty
at?
dark in here, Matt,
there.
or would we be able to see any
Sorry.
better than this?
It's not the most lit up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. Here's the second story.
I saw that winch thing. That's really cool.
Wench?
So,
Or what?
Yeah, like this big opening here.
Yeah.
Did you see this thing over here? That raises that platform up.
I can see Core eyeing it like he wants to give it a crank, but
Or
It's tempting.
best leave it be.
Maybe we could get a job if I crank this thing up real fast.
I mean,
We never had a man to be able to crank
they
it.
weren't gonna hire us before, but they're like, "Did you see him crank that thing?
That's a job of 5 men.
That boy could crank."
He cranked it real hard.
Okay, I guess Moore's a terrorist.
Cranking
The
90s.
guards followed us.
I don't see any way out of here except for those stairs. Like I
Yeah,
don't see
there's
a way to
there's
get to
stairs
the
going up.
ship.
There's
Oh, they
stairs
go
going
up. Okay, great. Let's go up then.
All right.
To the top.
All right. So yeah, up here is the upper walkway.
I am
You can
in
kind of
all
look down. You can.
blackness. There we go.
Oh, you know, I forgot. I still have an invisible potion.
Ooh.
I think so. Or no, did I use it? I think I still have it. Right?
I have 2 potions of gas.
Or did we use that? I forget now.
I think that we did use them because we were gonna have to give them back.
Oh,
But
is that
I
right?
think
Ah,
I think we also
right.
have potions of gaseous form. I have at least 2 potions of gaseous form.
Yeah, I
If
know
we
I
wanna
never
sneak
used
around
mine.
that way.
I think I still have one.
My inventory says nothing of the sort.
All right. Well, I have
Probably
2.
use
So
mine.
Shen has 1. Then between the
Yeah.
3 of us, we can each take one.
Yeah.
Those are good for like 10 minutes, I think. So maybe let's see if we can get to the ship and then sneak in there as like fog, basically.
Well, I'd say
That's
let's
what's
use that
foggy
as
here
last
anyway,
resort,
you know?
right? I mean, once
Yeah,
we get
sure.
caught, then use it,
Right.
Yeah.
You said that this town is pretty foggy, right, Matt?
No, it's true.
Yeah. So I mean, we wouldn't even be recognized if a ball of fog went rolling through.
Just so you guys know, I guess because you are walking around, and I feel bad that you maybe missed this, but there is an iron door right here.
Okay.
Oh, I see it now.
It's really like laggy for me. What the? Right where I am at, or
Yeah. Well,
I
let's
don't know
see
why
here
it's
for-
lagging so much. Maybe. I
Right,
need
no,
to
well,
close some of these tabs.
this is probably a pretty big map, and so I'm sure that's something to
Maybe
do with
that's
it.
why.
So
Just because it's so large.
yeah.
Well, is
I
the
know it's
door locked?
better.
Yes, the door is locked. It is an iron door.
I would like to try to pick the lock.
Okie dokers.
Oh, iron door. We need a lever
Iron
for this one
key.
here, I think.
Some Minecraft talk. I like it.
I did not understand
Wait,
that.
what?
I'm glad you did.
Can you not open iron doors just normally?
No, you need
I
a
think in
lever.
Minecraft you can't, is what he's saying.
Apparently, I've never actually made an iron door.
Yeah.
I've never played Minecraft.
Wow.
I would like to pick the lock on the iron
Wow.
door, and I got a 31.
Nice. Roll again at disadvantage for never playing Minecraft.
Oh, my God. I'm just going to have to settle for a 23 then.
Yeah, you still open it. Yeah, you managed to click the door open.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, all right.
Looky what we found.
Now, calm down, friend. So, as you make your way out onto this narrow rotting walkway with missing boards and no railings around the resting bulk of this ancient crane. The hull of the ship dangles but from the crane's arm, 50 feet above the broad mud pool below. A wooden trough connects the ship to a nearby water tower, and a crude bridge suspended between the crane and the ship's deck promises a treacherous climb. Steam rises from the hulk, and rivulets of water spill out from beneath the planks of the hull, raining down to the mud below. So, as you make your way onto here, give me 1 second here. All right, so Gus, because you ran out there real quick and fast, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not the worst thing you could have asked me for. I'm not at disadvantage or anything, I hope, though.
No.
Just normal roll. 28.
Holy mackerel. All right, you managed to catch your balance. It is very slick, and there aren't any railings, so as you made your way out, you almost kind of almost on one foot a little bit, and then you caught yourself right at the edge.
Be careful, fellas.
Yeah, and then anyways, as you are about to make any sudden movements outside of this old crane that stays there, it looks like there used to be like an operator type of thing inside, but kind of as you're not paying attention, as you're looking towards the ship, you hear
We hear what now?
I hate what you just did to my ears.
Don't.
Someone start licking my ears, or what?
That was assault.
I will have to go back and listen to that. I'm curious how that turned out.
Yeah, I'm so glad I recorded this.
3.
Jeez.
I don't even know what you'd call.
Know.
They're
I feel like we're in a Doctor Who episode.
They're just like these slimy humanoid creatures. They're just their skin's slimy and translucent, and their limbs warped to resemble those of something you'd see in the ocean.
Do they leave web footprints?
It looks like a couple of them have webbed footprints. The other one maybe has a tentacle leg thing. It looks like it's kind of yeah, it doesn't look good.
I assume roll for initiative.
You bet your bottom.
Oh shoot! What? I had it selected. Are you kidding me? How would you do that?
Sorry about that, guys.
Where's mine? Oh man, it took mine forever to show up.
Why did?
Sorry. If you roll again, I'll just add yours in. Away.
Okay. Times like this, you wish you had some fire.
I wonder. I have an idea about this, but I don't know anything. But I wonder if these are what the people turn into in this town eventually, with their skin turning all pale.
Do a medicine check. I'll do a medicine check on my turn now.
You pretty good at those?
All right.
I'm not great at them.
I'm not doing medicine. I'm gonna punch the shit out of this kid.
Yeah.
I wonder about that.
It's like the opposite of a medicine check.
Oh, that's great.
No, he's checking how strong he is.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Core.
Yeah, I'll do a dexterity check and see how dexterous he is. See if he can dodge this great axe.
Wow.
Screw it, why not? I'll rage first. He's
Okay.
got some pent up aggression. And then
go
reckless attack, all the things, the guy on the top. 13 to hit.
13. It's not hit.
Again, 12. What the shit?
Also misses.
Okay, I do nothing else then. That's it.
All right. Sad. Okay.
Sad
Is
feeling.
one here's turn that you were just attacking, Core. And let's see what we got cooking here. All right, so this sucker turns out like it's holding some sort of like pitchforky trident type of thing, and it will stab at you twice. 19 to hit.
Maybe. Sure.
7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And again, it will attack you with a 21 to hit
Okay.
for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, and now you just kind of get like this
No, I feel
weird
fine.
feeling in your head. 18 to hit.
What was that?
An 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Actually, oh yeah, perfect. You take 18 psychic damage,
Mm.
and you have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws until the end of its turn.
I
case you
mean, I
wanted to know.
basically did anyway,
Um,
so.
Fair enough.
Shit.
Yeah. You got like a weird, all of a sudden just see your head just like a strong headache all of a sudden.
Okay.
All right, Gus.
I want to shoot at the guy that Core just attacked
Okay.
with my bow.
Just so you know, you probably can't because of the way that the crane is situated.
Okay, then I will move to here and do it. Does that work any better?
Yep, that works.
Or does it no cover anymore?
No.
Okay, then yes, I will move and take a shot.
Okay. See what you got.
It's
Nice.
a 27 to hit.
27 connects with it.
And with my sneak attack, it does a total of 21.
Ooh, dog. Yeah, very nice. Almost kind of weird the way that it hits it. It almost kind of like, it's like raw chicken or raw like
Oh.
fish. You know, like it's
so
just kind of like
upsetting.
flays off like a piece of it as it kind of like shoots through. You know, it's just like it's almost like you don't know if there's actually like bone or it just kind of it's all like this mucousy type of like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything
The
else?
booger of the sea, as they're known.
For real.
All right. No bonus action.
Bonus action? Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what it is. Oops. All right, this guy's turn up here. Let's see what.
Curious to see how these things move. It's like a clomp clomp. Do these things just like materialize out of thin air?
No, they came out from the
From
it
behind
looks
us?
like they were maybe inside the crane. Odd. This
Oh,
one will
Ichabod
come over-
Crane.
Oh, well, think about it. This one comes over here, and on you, Gus, will just kind of feel like oh man, that was just like a sharp pain. Oh,
Who's this now? The one back here?
The one right up here. Whoops. There you go. I hate to say it, friend. I really hate to say it, but he critted.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is carry the one.
Oh boy.
No.
41 psychic damage.
Oh
my
God. That was awful. That was terrible. It was horrible.
That's a
Yikes.
lot of damage.
That's a lot of
Okay.
damage. All right, Shen, you're up.
Okay. Boy, I was thinking, should I go up and try to finish off the first guy? So The only person we hit was the guy top of core.
Yeah.
And how much damage was that? It was like
I think it was like was it 21? I believe, yeah, 21.
and it didn't seem like it did much to it, or nah.
Yeah, I would say it definitely like seemed to affect it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna first take a swack at this guy in front of me. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
17 piercing, and I'm going to spend a key point and have him make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. He rolls a 23.
Damn it! I hit him again.
28 hits.
Oh no.
11 piercing.
He's still standing.
Still standing.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another
Still smiling.
key and do 2 unarmed attacks against him.
Okay.
Nine bludgeoning, and he needs to make a Dex saving throw.
He rolls an 18.
Okay, hit him again. Damn it, 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Okay, the dragon is gonna sting him,
Nice. Okay. Ooh,
crit him for 8.
8.
And another Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. I rolled a 21.
Wow. Okay. All right, that's it then.
They think they're a bunch of tough boys.
Truly they do.
I mean, they are.
Okay. It is the one in front of you, Shen, and he will attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he got. 17 to hit with his trident.
Am I still
Also-
17 or did I? Nope, he misses. Nice.
Reaction,
Nice.
14 to hit him with my reaction.
14 hits.
Nice. For
Oh,
24
nice.
damage.
Woo, dog. Right, very nice. Look at that. He's looking bad shape. It's just like it slices through, just like almost like you
Like
almost don't
hot
want to hit
knife
him
through
just because
butter.
of how it. Exactly. It's just like almost like it almost could kind of seem like not like it melts, but almost. Like it just like it just kind of seems as once you start slicing, it just kind of like rips it open even more. But yeah. Okay. So Marvin, he will also attack you again though with a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. That is
What
seven.
are-
7
What are
piercing.
these attacks like, Matt? Are they like hitting us with claws, or what is this?
They have tridents on them.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then he will. You kind of feel like in your head, it just almost like a little bit of a sharpness. As it's a 13 to hit, you kind of shake it off and using some of your monk mind powers.
So it's 3 attacks. That
Correct.
or what? Okay.
So
Very rude,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I do say
mind
so myself.
palace.
Get out of my head.
What did you say, Core?
I said very rude.
Truly. All right, Core. It is your turn again.
Alright, I will turn and take a swing. Well, I guess I'm already facing that way. Take a swing at the guy down below.
Okay.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
28 damage.
How would you like to finish him off?
I swing from the left to the right, and then my momentum, like just cut him in half. My momentum kind of carries me through on up to here.
Okay.
And I take a swipe at this boy. 22 to hit.
Very good. 22 hits.
15 damage. Plus.
Okay.
Wait. Another 3. So a total of
4.
18. Because I did a goading attack.
Ah.
So he has
Hmm.
disadvantage targeting anybody but me.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then
Very nice.
yeah, screw it.
Then
Action surge. And two oh dear. 2 attacks on this guy.
Okay.
Nope. 24 to hit.
all right. 24 hits.
25 damage.
Nice. All
And you know what? Just since I can,
right.
Dave, I can do multiple superiority dice in one turn, right?
I think so.
Okay, I'll do a going
Like,
attack on that guy as well.
I guess it depends, but when I played a character with superiority die, it told me specifically when I
Oh.
could use them. Like I could use one for attack and one for damage, and then at a higher level I could do 2 for damage instead of just 1.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah.
just says when I hit a creature. I think I can. So, yeah,
Makes sense to
I'll
me.
do it. Yeah. So 28 total for that guy.
This is not working.
All right. Let me see here.
And they both have disadvantage attacking anybody but me.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. All right. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. The one right to your right will go to attack you. First one, 23 to hit.
Yep.
6 piercing damage.
Alright.
Second one, 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
5 piercing damage.
Mhm.
And 14 to hit.
Nope.
The third one. Okay, excellent. All right, Gus, your turn.
Okay.
I like this. The music right now kind of fits a
Right?
little bit with like
I thought we could get something a little more upbeat for a fight.
you can kind of imagine like swinging around on chains, and like
Yeah, exactly. These real slippery boards. What I'm gonna try to do is I can move through spaces, and if I can put flavor on it, I'm gonna go sliding right between Core and that other boy.
nice.
Since
I
the
like
board
it.
is so
I
slick.
like it. Mhm.
And I'm gonna draw my melee weapons as I move that way. And I'm going to attack. I think this guy on the upper left of the map there.
Okay.
With the wave cutter,
Okay, nice.
and that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
So he will do 24 damage to that boy.
Very nice. All right, still standing.
Okay, and then I'm gonna make an offhand attack with my dagger to the same guy.
Okay.
For 7 to hit.
Yikes.
How did I do that? It's a +9 to attack.
+5.
It says +5.
Oh, because it's offhand.
Oh, it's offhand. It's offhand.
Okay.
Yep. So
Yep.
I rolled a 2. So I'm guessing a 7 doesn't hit unless they're real slimy
No,
boys.
7 does not hit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right. It is that one their turn, and it will try to attack you, Gus, at disadvantage, of course. 13 to hit.
Oh, sir.
The
10 to
action.
hit. Ooh,
7
all right.
to hit.
7 to hit. Sadly, misses. Okay, 10 misses, and 15 to hit.
15 also does not hit.
All right, that is its turn. Fail all of those. All right, Shen, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go up here, attack the first one.
Okay.
Oh yes. Finally. It's been a long time.
Right. So it does all the damage, and see what we got here. Yep, perfect. It slices and dices. How would you like to do it?
I mean, I guess just I don't know how these things fall apart. Do they like fall apart? I could just like slice right through it and it just like kind of slides apart.
Basically, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of do that, and I just kind of step right over the body, take a swing at the one here in the corner.
Nice.
19 to hit.
Okay. 19 hits.
Oh my word. Crit fail. 10 damage.
Ooh. Takes the damage, but it's still standing.
Okay, I do an unarmed attack.
13 misses.
Okay, and then the dragon is gonna miss as well. Okay, that is it for my turn.
All right. Core, will you do us the honors?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing,
22
too. Take it away.
for 21 damage.
Yes, sir. It joins its comrades in pieces. And with that, yeah, you manage to take care of them.
Okay. I am gonna take a potion of healing right now. 2d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna kind of look in here and like make sure there's nothing like coming out after us or anything.
We should let them know there was some stuff out here. Maybe we should probably check
No,
that.
Core, it's not a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah, when you look at, or you don't really see anything that looks to be of anything.
Nice.
But can
That's
I
a
check
good
to see if
potion right there.
those footprints?
Sorry, what did you say, Marvin?
Can I check to see if they have the footprints that match the footprints we saw?
Yeah, I would say it definitely looks very much like so.
Nice. Okay. Well.
And some of them had like tentacle legs instead too.
Yes, also true.
That's weird.
Can I don't know, like a medicine check, or I can't like try to figure out what these things are made out of.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that once if you'd like.
Medicine check.
A medicine check.
Nice.
Your best guess is you kind of examine them. They look just kind of like humans, or just like almost like warped and stretched and just kind of like. It just almost seems like they were like waterlogged for too long, and their skin just like absorbed just a lot of water and just kind of like left them with like a clammy, translucent like like skin, and like their face and their head just kind of like it's almost like anything definitive about like a way like a face looks or like a head, like they don't have like noses or ears, and their like head just kind of morphs down from their chin into their chest. Like they don't really have like necessarily fingers, or, they kind of do, but they're like webbed, and stuff like that.
It looks like these boys took a trip down to Davy Jones and spent too much time.
You see, I guess I should have clarified. I kind of forgot. These ones here, the one thing you did notice is they were wearing like long like robes and heavy overcoats, and like one of them kind of had a hat on too, so like it was kind of hard to tell until you're fighting, to see like really.
They didn't say anything, did they?
Not really, no.
Wait, so they were like coats and a hat, like they were disguised or kind of hidden, so people wouldn't notice what they were?
Exactly right.
Sneaky boys. Well,
you want to try to sneak onto the boat?
Yeah.
I would love nothing more. That will have to wait till next episode.
But it's right here.
Yes.
I can see it.
But so far away.
I'm gonna say if I crit on that, I just run and jump on.
Jump on.
Matt, can we see the boat from here? I mean, like my token can't on the map. It's dark, but that's only like 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Is it that foggy, or
it's probably just because had some issues getting the global lighting to work on here, so you can see what is your. It should be like.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Should be a little bit better. For you.
Oh, interesting. The water and the smoke, something.
And the smoke something. That's right.
Cool. Very cool, Matt.
Yep. Although I must admit, this is not my map, of course. Although I I did make a map, and I saw this one on Reddit that someone made, and I thought, wow, this is actually way more amazing than the one I made.
Oh, someone made this map?
Yeah.
Hopefully you didn't go through too much trouble making yours, but yeah, nice.
Well, it was one of those things where I looked at this one and I'm like, it just looks so much nicer. So, oops. But I made all the other ones that you went through, so it's kind of fun.
Cool,
I
man.
need to try to find more of like the add-ons and stuff like that, because there's like certain things that are like that I'm lacking, because like the person that made this map also made it in Dungeon Draft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna say it looks
But like
similar.
Yeah,
like
right.
The theme.
But they had like they noted or they mentioned like several like additions or mods that they had, or like stuff like that, and so I can definitely tell that would probably.
It definitely is. Yeah, really.
It's got some tricks I don't know how to do for sure.
Yeah. So okay, cool.
Very nice.
Thank you, gentlemen, for playing tonight. I hope to continue this next week.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yep.
This is sweet, Matt. This is fun.
Excellent.
Cool chapter.
Mm-hmm. So,
all right.
Okay.
Thank
cool.
you.
All right. See you guys next week.
We'll see you.
All right.